Trump had more to say about the NFL. It seems ungrateful black athletes are only part of the problem. Another criticism, not enough beating the shit out of each other.
Today, if you hit too hard, right? They hit too hard, 15 yards, throw him out of the game. They had that last week. I watched for a couple of minutes, and two guys just really beautiful tackle. Boom, 15 yards. The referee gets on television. His wife is sitting at home. She's so proud of him. They're ruining the game, right? They're ruining the game. Hey, look, that's what they want to do. They want to hit, okay? They want to hit.
Of course, Trump loves the violent parts of football. He's going to need as many people with brain damage as possible if he's going to win in 2020. Yes! That's right, sports fans. The biggest story of the football season, the one to watch, the underdog that could go all the way. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
That's hard to say, and I don't have brain damage. Allegedly. My doctor said more tests needed. Yes, CTE, it started small but rose like a phoenix, capturing, if not the hearts, then certainly the minds of NFL players everywhere. In case you already have CTE and you forgot what it is, it's a disease that can be caused by repeated brain trauma like this. CTE causes memory loss, depression, impaired judgment, memory loss, aggression, and... Welcome to the Jim Jefferies Show. It's been hard to study CTE because it can only be diagnosed in post-mortem. But luckily, it's killed enough people, we finally can.
Now, a recent Boston University study released this week showed that 110 of the 111 former NFL players' brains that were examined had the degenerative brain disease CTE.
110 out of 111? I guess my first question was, who was that guy that didn't have it? Like, something tells me the family of 111 wasn't entirely happy about that. They just assumed he had brain damage like the other guys, and then it was like, well, congratulations, your dad was just a forgetful rageaholic. The NFL has been denying the obvious for a long time. Even when they set up a task force to study it, it was clear that the NFL commissioner didn't take it seriously.
To lead it, he chose Elliot Pellman, the New York Jets team doctor, a firm believer that concussions were not a serious problem.
My God, PBS, you're drab. And that doctor, not a neurosurgeon. He had no background in brain research. He was a rheumatologist, which I guess it means he's good at spreading rumours like concussions aren't a big deal. But a real neurologist, Dr. Bennett Amalo, was studying CTE. He brought his findings to the NFL where he was greeted with less than a friendly reception.
Some insinuated I was a voodoo doctor, that I was fraudulent, that I was synthesizing my data and my findings. Some pretty much called me the N-word. I actually lost my job. Even officials in the National Institute of Health. I've been told in a meeting, one of the officials of the NIH said, that African, I don't trust him.
Wait a minute, Will Smith. So you're telling me that bashing your head over and over can cause head injuries? All right, Dr. Voodoo. Next, you're going to tell me that I shouldn't be adding extra lead to my water. I like the crunch. But the new Boston study means the NFL can't ignore CTE any longer. Why did it take so long to admit that there was a correlation? Why does it take so long to do anything? You know, why did it take us so long to put wheels on suitcases? Like, think back to the time we were walking around airports like f***ing idiots, holding a bag. We drove to the airport, we knew about wheels, just put them on f***ing bags. No, it doesn't stop there. Also, there should be a pedal on toilet seats. You should put your foot down, the pedal should lift up, you have a piss. We already have it on garbage bins. We have the technology. Stick them on toilets for f***'s sake. Finally, the NFL is concerned about CTE, but that's because they're worried about their rosters suffering because fewer and fewer kids are playing youth football, mainly because people love their kids and they don't want them to end up retarded. As for me, I won't let my son play football. Not because CTE, I just get so bored between the plays. I would never go to a game. I'd be like, oh, geez, can he just get a concussion so we can go home already? Even worse, NFL players only get 5 years health insurance after they retire. And that's only if they play 3 seasons. That's not right. Maybe while football players are taking a knee for racial injustice, we should be taking a knee for them. It's clear. It's clear that the NFL have a lot of problems. Fans look the other way when players are accused of criminal behaviour. The league knowingly lets their players get brain damage. And your biggest problem is a few guys kneeling for the anthem. Still, I think we should watch football and keep supporting the players. If they're going to put themselves out there for our entertainment, knowing the risks, we should at least take care of them in their retirement. And give them the best brain damage money can buy. Welcome to the Jim Jefferies Show.